guys, Nickelodeon crossover movie. Nicktoons crossover movie. All the Nicktoons are coming. We got Hey Arnold, we got Angry Beavers, we got Doug. And the first take was actually going to be me talking about each Nicktoon individually. But I want to have this known. It's live action and animated, guys. I want it to be somewhat like Who Framed Roger Rabbit because I feel like that's the best case scenario. We're going to have Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, Cat Dog. We're going to see Ren and Stimpy, and I better see a Happy Joy. There better be a freaking Happy Joy scene, or I'm going to beat somebody down with freaking a Croco Stimpy and be like happy, joy. But guys, I'm just so happy. A lot of people are we're gonna look at a lot of people and what they think about it, but I am so fucking happy right now. I really do think it's a good idea to go. I really do think it's a good idea, guys.
Hey guys, today I was supposed to put up my top 10 best Flash animated cartoons video, but some news popped up recently, and I'll be posting that video.
Oh yeah, we better see Powder,
Toast,
Man.
I'm sure many of us have seen in recent news that Nickelodeon wants to reboot some of their older shows, and I wasn't going to make a video specifically on that because they hadn't announced any projects. Well, they just announced one. So Nickelodeon's working on a new live-action animation hybrid film that's going to bring together shows such as Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Hey Arnold, Doug, Angry Beavers, and Rocko's Modern Life in a team-up that's in a similar fashion to the Avengers. And of course, this film will be called Nicktoons. Obviously, this was recently spread around the news, and it's extremely early.
Then make a sequel and call it Nicktoons Unite.
Is this going to be an action, adventure, or comedy? Will this movie be oversaturated with celebrities? One important question I have is, why live action? There's no need whatsoever for live action to be in this movie at all. They're making the movie about cartoons, so why do they feel the urge to include live action? It just lessens the experience for me, and no, none of us want to see how our favorite 90s characters react to present-day human society. I haven't seen the second SpongeBob movie yet, but I heard that the live-action parts are subpar compared to the fully animated parts. Speaking of which, Mary Parent, who produced Sponge Out of Water...
Guys, I'm gonna just say this. I just don't want it to be like the Smurfs. Live action and cartoons can be a good thing, you know, but you just gotta do it right. I'm not gonna be like, I'm fully opposed to this idea. I want to see these characters back, but I don't want them to be like Smurfs. I don't want a human character to take top priority in that. You know, top priority in the story when it's really just about these Nicktoons and we haven't seen them in so long, and a part of the 90s kid in me just was like, when I heard the news, part of me just awoke and I was like, oh shit, this is actually happening? Now listen to me, Viacom. We may have a lot of freaking arguments and shit was said in the past. I may have called you greedy bastards. I do not remember. But please listen to me. Don't screw this up. Don't make this into another Smurfs. Just, if you're gonna do this, please make it like either A, Rocky and Bullwinkle, or B, like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit scenario. I would totally like that. If you're gonna have a human character, don't make him take top priority. Let it be like a side note, but don't focus on it too much.
Action animation hybrid is the recent Smurf reboot. They took what could have been a good movie about the Smurfs and ended up by delivering a bad movie about how the Smurfs would react to human society, with most of the movie being about Neil Patrick Harris's plot only to be supplemented by the Smurfs.
Exactly, that's what I want.
The same thing doesn't happen in this movie. They listed films such as the Lego Movie, Space Jam, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Wreck-It Ralph as influences for this, and those are all decent to good movies in my opinion, so hopefully they make this a classic like those. They also haven't said if the animation is 2D or CGI. I could only assume it would be CGI, but it would be nice to see 2D animation for a change. It's set to include a lot of self-referential humor, so that means that they're probably going to be breaking the fourth wall a lot.
Yay!
Breaking the fourth wall can be funny if it's not overused and happens at appropriate times. A good example would...
Dude, they got the Angry Beavers. They're gonna break the fourth wall because in their actual show they never got to do it. So, yeah. I mean, and Ren and Stimpy, They broke the fourth wall so many times, I don't even know why the fourth wall is even around today. So it's gonna happen no matter what.
That was leaked last year. I also hope that each classic character maintains their personalities, and I just hope the writers don't make the characters do anything that they normally wouldn't do. If I was writing on this movie, I'd go back and watch a lot of these shows, along with speaking to the original writing staff of those shows, to have a better understanding of the characters and to know their boundaries. In the report, they claim to have no intentions to bastardize or update the characters unfavorably, only to create a fun adventure reuniting audiences with treasured cartoons in a new exciting approach, pleasing old fans and creating new ones.
Yes!
To be honest, I could care less about their intentions, but more about the end result. So yeah, I'm excited to see some of my favorite cartoon characters on the big screen.
No, Monstrous, no. Care about their intentions, because at least they know. At least they know what we old fans actually want. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And you guys probably want me to go like... You guys probably want me to look at some Nickelodeon stuff, but no, I'm saving that for next week.
Reboots of classic cartoons.
I'm saving that for next weekend.
Now, so hopefully the writers of
because let's just say, I mean, I won't be able to like I won't actually be able to show. I won't be able to show Nick shows completely, but I am going to show some promos here and there, some old stuff. Nick. Nickelodeon. You guys remember? Of course we remember. We were there with you. We were there with you, you know. I know, but it's beautiful, guys. Our childhood's coming back, and it's not gonna get raped again. Like every other time. Yeah. Then just ignore it. Let's just try and do this video and be happy that we're getting what we want. I know, guys, but Jesus, it's hard to do these videos with like everybody coming in and like I gotta talk around the background noise. What is Pepper Ann doing in Nicktoons? She's a Disney. She doesn't belong here. She goes over in the Disney pod, which is right over here. Right over here? Yes, here. What you mean here? It's here, right here in this general area. But you know, man, I'm just saying. We all know the end result, so right now, I'm going into this with their intentions, and hopefully they just go the right way. We better like the opening theme better be like all the freaking a mashup between all of the different like themes from each show. I mean, like, we better hear some do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and then do-do-do-do-do-do, and we need to hear, we need to put, like, Rocco somewhere at the end, and some Cat Dog thrown in there. Are we gonna put, but we know Cat Dog's gonna show up, but will, like, the Greasers and Winslow show up? Oh, yeah, Dad loved Winslow. Yeah, he did. He so does. So yeah, Winslow should probably make an appearance, and probably the Greasers. But I want to see if we're gonna bring back Cat Dog, I want to see the Greasers get the shit beat out of them once. Once I would like to see them get the shit beat out of them. Why? Because, man, they always be beating up on Cat Dog, and Cat Dog can never really defend themselves. And even when they did, that one time when freaking Dog was, like, freaking buff as all hell, he didn't get to, like, beat the crap out of them because Cat was like, no, you're being just like them. And I've been like, no. They've been messing with us for, like, years. Making us scared to even leave our houses. No, we gonna do this. And they were like, yeah, but Bugsy, that's the difference between everybody else and us. We don't mind taking revenge on people, but other people would say that as a problem. But just I want to see the greasers get beat up. What's wrong with that? They always want to be beating up on Cat Dog and we calling them cat butt and shit. I want to be like, I want to see the greasers get the shit kicked out of them just once because it never really happened and it happened once. But I mean, like literally get the shit kicked out of them. I want like no, I want Daggett to be like, stupid spooty greasers, Oh, and if they can, they need to make one reference to Muscular Beaver. One reference to Muscular Beaver. That's what I want. Dun 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 dun. What about Bad and Bad Beaver? Once good, now bad, now good, now bad Beaver. Yeah, didn't Norman lose his freaking mind in one episode and actually think he was Baron Von Bad Beaver? Yes. But then he was like, he's once good, now bad, now bad, once good, now bad, now good, now bad again, Beaver. And I know they're probably not going to show, I know they're probably not going to do that, but Jesus. Please, I want to see one scene with them doing that. Just one scene. Oh God, please, that would make my freaking that would make the whole entire movie for me. I wouldn't like be pissed if they didn't do it, but if they did, that'd just be like, I would love this movie a lot more than I still kind of do.
So sure. Kane talks about things. Okay, so I know that this isn't really news by the time that you're seeing this. I think Nickelodeon first came out about this like a week ago now, or at least a few days ago. But to sum it up, Nickelodeon announced a few days ago that they were going to be making a movie called Nicktoons, in which they will be reprising shows like Rugrats, Angry Beavers, Hey Arnold, other shows that I can't remember. Ariel Monsters is another one.
Did they say Ariel Monsters?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
but the point is,
so...
they've announced that they're going to be making a movie.
Charlie Adler. You need, like, if they call you, pick up. We need you. You are an integral part as freaking Ickis and most of the characters in Rocko's Modern Life. And I think you were probably Mr. Big Head and Beverly Big Head, so, if they're making an appearance too, you need to be in it.
Where they'll be reprising all of these shows in one big ensemble nostalgic movie for people like me who grew up with all of those shows, and I think that's a really, really cool idea, or at least I did when I first heard the news. I would definitely say that a lot of my sense of humour and personality is based on shows like Ren and Stimpy, Angry Beavers, Hey Arnold. It's kind of cliche to say, but I definitely would say that those...
Hey Bugsy, let's talk about that one plot on Mock Off we were going to do at one point and we never did. Oh yeah, we're gonna kind of do a kind of a parody thing with Muscular Beaver, and like I was gonna be Super Dude, and Ani was gonna be like Baron Von Bad Beaver, but he's gonna go like what we just said, once good, now bad, all that, that gag that we just did.
That those shows defined
my childhood.
It's
one thing that we were going to do.
It's clear to see that Nickelodeon are inspired by movies like The Avengers, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the Lego Movie.
Yes!
And it's those movies that definitely show that, getting a bunch of recognisable faces into one big movie definitely works. So it does seem like a natural development that this kind of movie
will there be a
would
Nicktoons
be,
town?
Happening. I guess. I am
No,
not
there will
good
not be
at
a
saying
Nicktoons
words while
Town.
doing this. And like I was
There'll
saying,
not be
to
a Nicktoons
summarize,
Town
I
horror.
thought this was a really, really good
That would
idea.
be
Like,
freaking awesome
the
to do
idea
that.
of seeing Tommy Pickles on screen again is making my voice go all weird, as you can tell, because I have such,
Seeing the Angry
nostalgia for
Beavers,
Rugrats.
Cat
Oh my
Dog,
god, I
and
can't
even
like, are you kidding me? Rugrats was
even Stickly even makes me it makes me tear up a little bit. It makes me tear up. I ain't even gonna lie. I am not fucking joking. Like like my childhood is just it's coming back, and I'm just like blown away by it. And also, if some of you are waiting for my review of the new Doctor Who, you're gonna have to wait until next week when the second half of that episode is done, so I can review the whole thing together in one big thing.
like my favorite show for like 10 years straight. And like I was saying, I was really, really excited for this idea when it was first announced because, I mean, all of those shows were shows that I loved. Seeing them on the big screen all together in one big movie would be really amazing. When my friends first told me about it, I was like, oh my god, wow! I couldn't contain my excitement. But now that I've given myself a few days to think about it, I don't know whether it's like cynicism or just realism.
I am just now hearing about it, though, guys. I am just now hearing about it, and I can't help but to think that, yes, it's going to be good in theory, but I don't want Paramount to fuck it up like Sony did to the Smurfs. The Smurfs could have been awesome. I love the Smurfs.
But I don't know if Nickelodeon, I almost said Nintendo again, I don't know if Nickelodeon really has what it takes to bring back a lot of those shows, I guess. What am I doing? It's not been my birthday for like over 2 weeks now. I don't need to have that card there anymore. One of the main reasons that I don't really feel like Nickelodeon would be able to pull this off today is that in the 90s, I would say that a lot of the cartoons that they had were very of their time. Like shows like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life, they were the kind of shows that you didn't really see anywhere else. Like that kind of unique, bizarre, offbeat, like kind of gross out kind of humor, especially Ren and Stimpy more than anything else. Those were the kind of shows that really defined Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon kind of defined with cartoons in the 90s. Like I would say that I don't really like in the 90s, like Nickelodeon really did define cartoons, I would definitely say. I don't know if that's a controversial thing to say, that Nickelodeon defined cartoons in the 90s. Maybe it is. I don't know, but that's how I feel. Anyway, yeah. But the thing is, Nickelodeon really isn't that industry defined.
Well, Nickelodeon really made themselves known for, like, cartoons that we all remember. I wouldn't say they defined cartoons in the 90s, but they really did make themselves known for Ren and Stimpy and all the other stuff that we all remember that we love,
Station anymore. They're just another station, alongside Disney Channel, Cartoon Network. They're just another station. Whereas in the 90s, they really did stand out with a bunch of amazing shows. So I don't really know that in terms of humor, Nickelodeon would be able to go back to shows like that had weird, offbeat, off-kilter kind of humor.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard with the Ren and Stimpy stuff just because not a lot of people are going to get the whole Ren and Stimpy thing, because I know they're going to make a few jokes and like we're going to me and the rest of the big three are going to be sitting in the audience going to be like, we're going to be the only ones like laughing, like little kids are going to probably be a little bit horrified by Ren. I mean, when me and the guys think about it, we're a little horrified by Ren, but for like different reasons ever since the Adult Party cartoon. Ren is fucked in the head, man. Shit. I mean, we could say that's not canon, but if some reason John K actually says, yes, it's canon, oh my god, he is fucked in the head. But, I want them to make, like, I want them to do it like a Space Jam thing, like, they're in the middle of, like, Ren and Stimpy are kind of in the middle of space madness when, freaking Ren is talking about the ice cream bar, which is the bar of soap, and he's like, they're trying to take my ice cream bar, why won't they I don't know, but people say that's like one of the most disturbing moments in cartoons. I'm like, no, that is the most funniest thing because his mind, and it's funny when it happens. It's funny because he's tripping out and because he's not going. Because they have been on this long space mission, it's funny. Because it's like, why are they trying to take my ice cream bar? Why didn't they just leave me alone? Red's stupid self got a freaking toothbrush. He's like, don't worry, stay back, man. I know how to use it. He's just brushing his teeth. It's funny. So funny. Oh, man. Dude. The Royal Order, the Yak Kiltsman. I got one thing to say to you. I got one thing to say to you both. Powdered Toast Man. Yep.
And it makes me wonder if they're doing this more as like a hint of desperation that they want to make people think that they still have that magic, as opposed to.
No, that was Charlie. That was Charlie.
I can definitely imagine seeing this new movie and seeing Ren and Stimpy in it, and they're either playing it too safe by not going all out with like weird adult humor, because there definitely was a lot of adult humor in the original Ren and Stimpy. So they'll either play it too safe and avoid all of that, or they'll try too hard and maybe not go over the top with it, but I don't know. Like they try. Like they end up missing the point.
They just gotta strike a middle ground. That's all they need to do with Ren and Stimpy. They need to just strike a middle ground where it's good that the kids get it, but there are like adult jokes that the adults in the audience are gonna be like, yeah, I get that. But the kids are not really gonna get it, but they're gonna laugh anyway.
What made the original shows great, so they'll go for this other kind of humor. I can't really explain it.
I want to see how Arnold will react to Ren and Stimpy and the Angry Beavers. I want to see how he'd react to them. And Doug. I want to see how Doug will react to not only Angry Beavers, not only probably Ickis, Chronoblina, because they gotta be in there. I mean, they could probably pull Ickis out, but they have to get Chronoblina because they are the freaking monster. They're the freaking monster trio. You don't break them up. And I want to see Doug how he reacts to Cat Dog, and I want one of the Nicktoons to just say how does Cat Dog use the bathroom. Because that has never been answered, and I was a weird kid. I always wanted to know that because, you don't see like any sign of genitalia on them, so you're like, how do they go to the bathroom? No, seriously, how do they go to the bathroom? No, man, seriously, how do they go to the bathroom?
Why is my nose so itchy today? Like, I can imagine Nickelodeon being like, hey guys, it's Ren and Stimpy. You remember Ren and Stimpy, right? Oh, look, Stimpy's eating his own brain and then he slipped on a pile of turd. That's gross, right? You like gross humor. That's what you like. And it's going to be like, okay, I get it. You're trying to get the humor that we used to like, but it's so clearly like, no, it's going to be weird. That's what I'm trying to say. Another major reason why I don't really feel like this movie would work is that you have to keep into account that
Paramount, Viacom, whoever I'm talking to, you guys have to bring back some of the old writers. If they're still around and they're still alive, you need to get them to kind of work with you guys because you gotta get John K back, even though Nickelodeon screwed over John K like epically, but they need to get him. They need to get the creator of Ren and Stimpy to write some stuff for Ren and Stimpy because only he knows how to get them right. He knows how they are. And Billy West, man, if Nickelodeon calls you, you don't pick up, man. Pick up. You gonna be needed too, man, because you are the man that created my child, have created my childhood. You were the guy that you were Roger Klotz and Ren and Stimpy, and I just seriously, seriously Disney. I mean, I love Disney, Doug. I really do, but Roger needs to be voiced by Billy West if Roger makes an appearance. Again, Doug and Patty need to be a thing. They need to be together. It needs to just be that. You know, I better see that. I better see that. But it doesn't. Isn't Doug still owned by Disney? So they can't do like the Disney Doug stuff. They can only do like the old Doug stuff.
There's Modern Life, Rugrats, and Hey Arnold. All of those shows are completely different in tone, not even like the senses of humour, but just everything about the shows, like in general. So imagine Ren and Stimpy and Tommy Pickles and Hilda Pataki or whatever, all in the same scene. You've got like Ren and Stimpy, like bloody, slipping on poop and whatever, and then you've got Tommy Pickles right next to them, like, I don't know, saying some stupid baby joke. There is no way that Ren and Stimpy is gonna like retain this same dark humor, like this really adult, like dark humor that it used to have. At the same time, as like Rugrats music and Rugrats humor playing at the same time, as well as like Hey Arnold humor as well, and Nigel Thornberry going brah. It's gonna be like two.
I think yeah, the Wild Thornberrys will make an appearance. Oh my god, how long have we been talking about this, man? We just been sitting here just talking about we gotta freaking make another video out of this. Because there's so much more we can talk about. Yeah, I mean, okay. I was thinking, guys, how about we just make this into a kind of a series? Until the movie comes out, we can talk about any aspect of any of the cartoons shown. Like one day, like maybe like one Saturday or Sunday or Monday, we talk about like Angry Beavers. Then we talk about Hey Arnold. Then we'll talk about Cat Dog and a whole bunch of stuff. But people do not access to do creepypastas. They are not connected to anything Nickelodeon related in any kind of sense or way. So don't ask us to talk about the fucking creepypasta things. Or the Rugrats is dead theory. What in the fuck is wrong with you guys in the Rugrats is dead theory? You guys always want us to talk about it. And I say to you guys, I love you guys, but I ain't gonna do it. It's just too stupid. It's like the Ash Coma theory. You're just trying to fit in blanks where it doesn't need to be filled in. That's all it is.
Like so many clashing things in one go. I can't imagine anyone on planet Earth like being able to ride this movie.
Oh,
like,
dude.
clashing
Ren's in a minute. We gotta do the Ren and Stimpy thing.
senses of humor and like personalities without alienating half of the shows that are going to be in the movie. I don't know. It's going to be incredibly difficult. Well, I want to be proven wrong, I really do want to be proven wrong. I really want this movie to come out and make me say, oh, wow, like Ren and Stimpy and Rugrats really do work well together. Because right now, I'm not so sure that they do. And I'm not so sure that Nickelodeon is going into this movie even thinking that it will work, but more thinking, those nostalgic guys will see it. And by the time that they realise it's crap, they've already bought a ticket, so it's too late. Yay, we win! And I don't know, it's not just that, it's how, like I was saying before, Nickelodeon of today, like 2015 Nickelodeon, I don't think would be able to make a new Rocco or a new Real Monsters or a new Rugrats. I don't really know the last show that they've made that's really been that iconic. I don't know if Steven Universe is Nickelodeon or is Over the Garden Wall, is that Nickelodeon?
Dude, that's not Nickelodeon. You're thinking of Cartoon Network. Which makes me think of another thing, if, like, Cartoon Network wants to do, they want to do a gigantic crossover special. I would really appreciate that, other than the crossover bumpers that they did for their anniversary. I mean, if you want to beat on Nick, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to, like, put words in people's mouths. Heavens no. It would just be nice if they did that for, if they did that for Cartoon Network also. And bring back some of the cartoons, and maybe it'd be enough to maybe greenlit Galactic Kids Next Door, maybe. Not trying to put words in people's mouths. Oh no, I would never do that. Neither would I. I mean, we don't want you to compete with Nickelodeon on this front because Cartoon Network. You tried to compete with Disney and Nickelodeon like that with their live action shows. I mean, why to compete? I mean, I'd say compete in something you guys were actually good at. You guys are actually good at, and that's making cartoons. And that's a good idea. I mean, you shouldn't even quote us or credit us for it, but I'm just saying it's a good idea. Guys, it's not gonna happen. You can persuade Cartoon Network to probably do a lot of things, but they're not gonna do that. You guys gotta be. I mean, I know you guys are the masters of persuasion, and that's your thing, Bugsy, and that's your thing, Ani, but you guys can't do that. Not with Cartoon Network, they ain't gonna listen.
Entirely sure. The last Nickelodeon show that I'm aware of that was really, really iconic was Invader Zim. And that was from 2001 to 2004, 2006 or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know if Nickelodeon of today could really pull off that kind of 90s
do not
humor
ask that honest reaction, dude. He does not know what he does. This dude, on the other hand, he's happy.
Cut out, and so did my train of thought because of that, so I don't really remember what I was saying. Bottom line, this is it's like Rareware making a new Banjo-Kazooie. It's not got Grant Kirkhope or Chris Sutherland or anyone else at Rare. It's a new team of people that's trying to capture what a bunch of different guys did, so there's no guarantee that it's even going to feel like Banjo. This analogy's, I'm getting whatever. The point is, there's no guarantee that this is even going to feel like Rocco or Aerial Monsters or Angry Beavers or Hey Arnold. It might just feel like, weird and different, like your parents have got a divorce and some other guy's like, I'm your dad now. It's like, no, this is weird.
What?
This is...
okay, man, that's a weird analogy to be using. Seriously, dude, what the fuck? Did you just remember something from your past? You just oh yeah, just okay. That was weird. I ain't gonna lie, that was weird.
Me, by the way, I'm not repressing memories.
You act like you.
Weird, is what I'm trying to say.
You kind of act like you are shit.
A million times in this video. What it comes down to is that
something dark out of yourself.
I don't know if Nickelodeon has what it takes to nail Rocco's incredibly unique 90s kind of humor that Nickelodeon was all about back then, that it isn't about now. I don't know. And I feel like if anyone else did this video, they would have summed up everything that I've said 2 minutes faster than I have, but whatever. Subscribe to me, you subscribe to my rambling and my repeating the same point over and over
again. I'm gonna subscribe to you. You're freaking awesome.
I do want this movie to be good, obviously, because like I was saying before, all of these cartoons are like my favourite cartoons ever, all coming back onto the big screen in one big ensemble thingy, which is something I've wanted for bloody years. I actually remember having a dream about it years ago.
I had a dream about it, I had a dream, it's similar to that, years ago after watching, a few years ago after watching after watching the Avengers. I was I fell asleep. It's what if the Nicktoons could get together like this? Deadpool, Zilla Man, get on to whatever the story is, and we will look at it. Because, god dang. Okay.
And now it's happening, so I should be incredibly happy, but as soon as I start applying some realism and logic to it, I don't know what the odds are of it actually turning out that good. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that I've made some good points, or if you just think I'm talking out my arse. I don't know. Either way, let me know. Let's get a discussion going. Whatever. I
really do think that this could be a good idea, though.
Because video games and Chris Stockman.
The worst thing that could possibly happen is they try to modernize it. Now, I'm not really against modernizing certain things, but if you do it to a point where you kind of forget why you're watching these characters, that's the problem. Modernizing is good, but sometimes it can be bad. You know, just that's my biggest fear with this movie right now. Well, kids, I think me and the guys are done. We'll see you guys a little bit later. But we want to say this. Nick, 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 Nick. Nickelodeon. See, that's the cool thing about our voices, because they don't know which one of us did it. Now, me and Harima sound so similar, it's just hard for them to figure out which one of us said what. That's the fun thing. See you guys later. Bye, folks. See you around. And oh yeah, stay tuned for more Nicktoons related stuff, because because Bugsy and Ani and even myself, we're gonna talk a lot about it, so we're gonna have fun. So, see you guys later. And this has been This is Harima saying 90s Nick is coming back. And what you see is what you get. Oh man, this is beautiful. All right, guys, see you later. Let's go, guys. Let's go get some shakes. I feel like getting shakes. What about you guys? Yeah, I could get a shake. You know what? I was thinking of just going and getting some smoothies. Let's go. You guys want to go get shakes, but I want to get a smoothie. Where are we gonna go get? I know a place. We'll get your shakes, but I'm getting me a smoothie. You just want yourself a banana smoothie, don't you? Yes, and I know a place. So let's go. Fine, okay. Who's driving though? You are. Oh, cool. I wanted to take my new car for a spin anyway, so yeah. And we got a lot of seats, so we can do that. Oh, dude, we're still recording. Oh, Oh, snides. See you guys later. Bye, folks. Bye, folks, and Viacom, Paramount, do not screw this up. Please, do not screw this up. Jesus. Okay.